So with that, if you have something for show and tell, let's a few things over there. Let's get that going, and then we'll give away lots of good stuff.
Hi, I'm Rick. I didn't bring this to show this particular thing. I brought it to show you the wood, because last month we had the guy here that carved the knife handle, and he used pata. Well, this is what pata looks like after 20 years. That wood that he had was totally orange, and this is almost walnut colored. This particular piece, I think, is the second faceplate I ever turned, and I turned two of these. I made it large because when I gave one to my mother, one to my mother-in-law, and I had hurricane glass that I put down on top of it. Do you know what a hurricane glass is? Okay, well, the hurricane glass is about this big. So it fit on there, and it stood about this high. It looked really great with a candle in there.
All right, thank you.
I'm Paul Lund, down here from Anderson. I've been working on developing my turning skills, just practicing on different projects, and these are some of the ones I've worked with. These are made out of southern yellow pine. I like the wild grain that you get from southern yellow pine, but it's hard to work with because it wants to tear out real bad. The first two were made with the lathe tools that I had before I made the 3 carbide tipped tools that I showed. The bigger one here was made with the carbide tools, and it's a whole lot easier to work with. But you still have a difficult time because of the tear out. There's a lot of sanding involved. No matter how light your cut, when you start going to cross grain, you get quite a bit of tear out. The candle here is a battery powered LED, so there's no flame in there. You don't have to worry about it melting down and starting the candle holder on fire.
Oh, the hole for the yarn?
These are yarn bowls. My wife does a lot of knitting. It allows you to thread the yarn down into the bowl with the ball in the bowl, the yarn coming out the hole, so the ball doesn't roll all over the place as you're working on the yarn.
All right, thank you. Oh, look at those pretty ribbons.
Okay, try that again. Anyway, my name's Jim, and like I said, I am a wood turner. Anyway, each year in Dayton, it's closer to Cincinnati now, is the Artistry in Wood Symposium. It's billed as one of the largest woodworking shows in the country. There's around 200, 250 vendors there, and a very nice brochure they put out. I've been doing it about 10 years now, and each year it spurs me on to make something halfway nice. This one I'd started 2 years ago, then set it aside and decided to revisit it. So it is completely hollow inside. This is one piece of wood. This is turning with this little wing spinning around. So made one be very careful. When I picked it up after the judges had gave me a blue ribbon for best woodworking, best of this solid wood category, and then I also got a third best of show out of all 200 people. It is all made out of one cherry log. It's about that big. And they did ask me how I did it. I said very carefully. Took some very special tools to reach down. It's only about that thick, and it's hollow to clear out around. This had to make some kind of lid on it, so made a little hardwood lid. That is bone. People ask me where I got it from. I don't like visitors, so. Yeah. Anyway, it is says earth, wind, fire, something like that, stencils that I got from Hobby Lobby. It is pierced with a high-speed dentist drill. I don't know if that shows up or not. And then it's burned with a wood burner about a million times, but I lost track. That's all burned, and that's all burned. So anyway, I did have 2 other smaller pieces. I did get ribbons for those 2. I didn't bring them at this time, so didn't want to be a show-off.
Very nice.
Also, there was money involved with these too, so.
Oh, my.
Yes, yeah, that was even better.
We take donations.
If I look up, can you hear me? Let me move this down. Hi, I'm Marcel Everest. I did not make what I'm bringing tonight, but I thought it was worthy of show and tell. I talk, as you probably know, and I was talking to a friend, and she told me about a friend of hers, and it's like a big old chain. She talked to her cousin, and they talked to somebody in Florida, and you know how it goes. This woman needed a reason to have joy in her life, and she didn't have any. Told her about the doll beds that we made. She got so excited. She decided she would make some doll beds, blankets, and she did. Here's her first installment. This is just one of them. Can you see this? You might not think that's exceptional, but this woman is blind. She made all of these, and she's blind. She is so happy. So your toy making project brings not only joy to children, but she was so happy she talked to her cousin. Her cousin quilts. She made these. This is their first installment. There are other people out there making blankets. You are giving meaning to lots of folks. And they're just wonderful. I'm going to be back there. Anybody who wants them for their doll beds, come and pick them up, because they're going to be making more. They are very excited about this project.
Wow. I guess we'll be making some more doll beds for the club, huh?
I'm Sunny Hoffman. I'm staying with my daughter, Debbie, and Michael Sapper, and I'm 84 years old, and I had my first woodworking experience this week, making 5 cheese boards with Debbie and Michael, and it's half finished. It still has to be oiled and waxed, and it's going to be very colorful when it's done, but I did make this with 5 of them all together.
Wow.
So I'm really proud of myself. And I want to thank Debbie and Michael for being so wonderful to me, and I will have 5 gifts to take back to my friends in Florida on October 24th. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.